Hello students, welcome back to the second class of our biology in which we were discussing the topic reproduction in human beings. In our last class we were discussing the introduction of how a human being reproduces and what are the different kind of organs which is present in a human body, and not only organs, what are the different types of gametes that male and female they produce separately, and moreover we were also discussing what are the different kind of changes which occurs in a particular human being when that person attains sexual maturity or puberty. In our last class we were discussing the similar kind of changes which occurs in both male and female. Okay, so I hope you remember those students. So in our today's class we will be discussing that what are the different changes that you will see in boys, what are the different changes that you can see in girls, what are sex organs, and the sexual characters in human. So in our last class we were discussing the similar kind of changes which you can see in both male and female, that is girls and boys, boys and girls. Both of them you are going to see the same kind of changes. In our today's class, let us discuss what are the different changes that you can observe only in case of boys and what are the different changes that you can see only in case of girls. Okay, so different changes in boys. First one is your facial hair. Facial hair, for example, your mustache and beard, it starts appearing in case of men or boys as soon as they reach puberty or as soon as they attain puberty. Okay, this facial hair you're not going to see in case of female. Women, they lack hair in their they have hair in other parts of their body, but they generally lack hair on their faces. Okay, in face you're not going to see. So that's why this hair, this particular characteristic, it is exclusively present only in case of male. Okay, so second one is the cracking voice. As soon as the boy attains puberty, his voice slowly it starts becoming low pitched and also cracks. That means that if you hear the voice of a small boy and a girl, for example a class nursery kg boy and a girl together, you cannot distinguish, okay, which one belongs to a boy and which voice is a girl's voice, because their voice it is almost similar when they are in childhood. But as soon as they attain puberty or sexual maturity, what happens, their voice it becomes different. In case of men, you will see that their voice will become low pitched. That means the bass of the voice it will increase. Okay, and not only that, it also starts breaking. Women, they have high pitched voice. Women's voice is generally high pitched, and boys or men's voice is generally low pitched. Okay, so that means that women's voice it is of higher frequency, and men's voice it is of lower frequency. If in the same with the same energy, suppose a man is shouting or talking, that voice may not exactly come and hit your ears as the women's voice may hit. The reason is that the women's voice it is high pitched voice as compared to that of men. So men's voice, what happens as soon as the guy attains puberty, he starts developing a cracking voice. That's why he starts developing a manly voice. Okay, and third characteristic is the most important characteristic that you are going to see in case of men, that is growth of Adam's apple. What is Adam's apple now? So Adam's apple grows in the portion of larynx. Okay, larynx starts growing into Adam's apple. If you see in this picture, you can see that, did you see this kind of structure growing in case of men, students? Obviously you have seen. Okay, so this is nothing but this is called Adam's apple. The portion of neck here, the anatomical structure that is present inside the near the vocal cord of your neck, this is called larynx. Okay, this larynx, what happens, it starts developing into a swelling portion which is called Adam's apple. This Adam's apple you will see only in case of men. Generally it is not so much prominent in case of female. In female you are not going to see this Adam's apple so prominent. As soon as you start seeing this Adam's apple in case of men or boys, you can say that that particular man or that particular boy, he has attained sexual maturity. That means he has stepped towards the state of his puberty. Is it clear? Shoulders start becoming broad. Men generally they have broader shoulders as compared to women. Is it clear? So this broad kind of shoulders it will start developing when the boy will slowly start attaining, or slowly he will head towards puberty. Pelvis. pelvis remains narrow but it becomes strong. What is pelvis now? The portion of your foot just near to your private part is called pelvis. Okay, so this is called pelvis. This portion is called your pelvis. This pelvis area, pelvic area, it will become narrow in case of men, and this pelvis bone, pelvic bones, they start becoming very strong in case of men. But the changes which will happen in case of women are different, which we will be discussing in the later part of our class today. Okay, so here what happens, the pelvis, it becomes narrow as compared to before, and also this pelvic bones, they start becoming strong as well. Musculature, the skin starts thickening, body becomes muscular and bones become strong. The skin of a man, generally if you see, it is very much tight and it is very much thick as compared to the skin of a woman. Women generally, they have a lighter skin. Okay, so this musculature, it starts developing in men as soon as they were heading towards puberty, and also they start developing strong bones. Enlargement of sex organs and occasional activation of penis. What happens, the sex organs in case of men, it starts enlarging. The sex organs in case of men, if we consider only the male reproductive system, this is the sex organ, penis. The penis is the sex organ and it will start growing slowly. The size of the penis, which is the size of the penis, how it is when the particular boy is in his childhood stage, you can say. Suppose he is in lower classes, for example class 4, 5, 6, it is not going to remain that particular same size when the boy is going to attain sexual maturity. As soon as the boy is growing to a man, adult man, the size of his penis will also start growing. Okay, not only penis, as well as the scrotal sacs, or which we also call as balls, it will also start growing, because the growth is essential in order to make that particular man sexually active or sexually potent, so that he can contribute while giving birth to a child in his near future. That particular organs needs to grow. Is it clear? So that's why the organs will also start growing slowly. And not only growth, also at the same time the penis will also start having occasional activation. What is the meaning of occasional activation? Occasional activation means the penis, it will start showing activation stage. That means the stage at which the penis can give or it can ejaculate sperms. Penis it doesn't ejaculate sperm all time. Okay, only when the penis is active it can ejaculate sperm. The penis, it is going to show occasional activation, not in a very frequent manner, you can say. When the boy it attains puberty, sometimes it may show occasional activation, which means that now the small boy, he has attained puberty and slowly his body changes are happening in his body, and he is also trying to produce sperms in his own body. That this is a very kind of complicated process in which a particular boy is, since we are talking only about boy now, a particular boy or a man, he starts feeling different kind of emotions. He starts experiencing different kind of changes in his own body, different kind of feelings in his own body. Okay, so this happens. The reason is that so much of hormonal changes are occurring in that particular person's body, that he starts developing different kind of emotions, different physical, psychological differences that particular person starts feeling. Okay, so these are the different changes which you will see only in case of men when the man is attaining sexual maturity. Now let us come to the different changes that you can see in case of girls. In case of girls, what is happening? The breast, they will slowly start becoming enlarged. The growth of breast, it will start occurring. The breast, it is not that particular size which you can see or which a woman feels as soon as she has attained sexual maturity. Okay, in childhood, there is no difference between the breast of a woman and the breast of a man. In childhood it's same, but as soon as the girl attains maturity or before attaining maturity, as she is heading towards sexual maturity, her breast, it will slowly become enlarged. Not only enlarged, the skin of the breast and near the nipples, it starts becoming dark. The reason is that because of growth, there you will see different kind of changes in colors. Color pattern changes in the case of breast whenever the growth of breast starts occurring. Menstruation. After its beginning or menarche in early puberty, it becomes regular. The women also starts experiencing menstruation. Menstruation is that the menstrual cycle which a woman feels or she undergoes every month. Okay, it's also called monthly cycle. That's why the another word for menstruation is also periods. In menstruation, what is going to happen? This also we will be discussing in our later part of our discussions. In menstruation, generally what happens, the gamete, the female gamete, that is ovum, that ovum which is produced every month, a woman can produce one particular ovum. This ovum, if it is not fertilized, if the girl or woman does not get pregnant in a particular time, this ovum gets destroyed. And this destroyed ovum, along with blood cells, it comes out every month in order to clear or clean the reproductive tract of the female. Is it clear? So this is menstrual cycle, which also happens or which also occurs slowly every month or every 28 days. This is a change which is exclusively seen only in case of girls, and men do not experience this particular change. Voice. The voice, it becomes high pitched, as already we have discussed here. The pelvic region, it starts becoming broad. Okay, so in our earlier discussion, while we were talking about men, we came to know that the pelvic region, it starts becoming narrow. But in case of female, the pelvic region, it starts becoming broad. Okay, the pelvis will become broad here, but the pelvis of male, it starts becoming narrow. And the bones of this pelvic region of this men, it becomes stronger, but this female's bones also become stronger, but they also become broad at the same time, not only stronger. Now, what is the logic behind this? Why the female is having broader pelvic region as compared to men? The reason is that the women, when this girl, she will grow into a matured woman, when she will get pregnant, when she will give birth to her baby, she needs a strong pelvic region in order to in the process of delivery of the baby. Okay, if she does not have a strong pelvic region, she cannot give that pressure in which she can give birth to the baby. It is not possible. Okay, she needs to hold the baby within her body, and because of this reason, she needs a very strong and very thick or broad pelvic region, which men generally do not need, and so according to the need only the growth happens or the changes occur, you can say. Okay, the skin, it becomes thin as compared to men, and vasculature is more, so that it is increase the warmth of the skin. The warmth of the skin also starts increasing. Generally, in case of women, you will see her temperature, body temperature, it remains more as compared to men. Fat. Fat starts depositing over different areas like buttocks, thigh and face. As soon as a girl reaches puberty or she is heading towards puberty, slowly in her buttock region and her thigh region and face, she will start developing fats, or she will start depositing fats. Her body starts depositing fats. What is the reason behind deposition of fats in buttocks and thighs in case of female? That is not present in case of male. The reason is same, the reason is pregnancy. Fat consistency or fat content, it is required in higher amounts for a lady to become pregnant, and because of that reason, buttocks and thighs, it consists of more fat in case of women as compared to men. Okay, contours. Body contours rounds off. Contours means the structure of a woman. If you see, she is more curvy. Okay, the body of a woman, it is more curvy, while the body of a male is generally straight. If you see, the body of a woman, it has more curves as compared to men, but the body of a man, it is generally straight. The region the curvaceous body also, this starts developing as soon as the lady, she attains sexual maturity. Enlargement. The enlargement of sex organs also occurs at the same time. Like the man, he was developing different enlargement in his different body parts, as for example his penis and his testes. Similarly, in case of female also, she develops different kind of changes in her enlargement of organs, like her ovaries, her vaginal portion, etc. Her uterus also. Okay, this uterus is nothing but it is the womb of a mother. This portion is the womb inside which the baby develops. As when the woman gets pregnant, the baby is developed in this portion. Okay, the baby starts growing. And when she gives birth to the baby, it comes out through this vaginal tract. It comes out through this vaginal tract. So, and if a particular egg is not fertilized, which will come out every month from this ovary, as I already told you, this ovary, it is going to produce egg. It will come out every month through these tubes, and if it is not fertilized, what is going to happen? This egg is going to be destroyed, and along with the blood cells, this egg is going to come out every month from the vagina. And this is what actually is menstrual cycle. That happens every month. So a point to be noted here, that if the woman gets pregnant, then she is not going to experience menstruation, because the vaginal tract, it will be closed or locked. Okay, so as soon as she experiences pregnancy, the different portions of different organs of the female sex reproductive system, sexual system, that is the ovaries, fallopian tubes, vagina, uterus, they starts growing slowly. Okay, so this is these are kind of different kind of changes which you can see exclusively in case of male and female separately. Okay, so if you go through this diagram, you will see that these are the different type of sexual characters which starts developing after puberty. So see, facial hair, it is starting to develop in case of male, which you will not see in case of female. Okay, the voice will change in case of male. In female also it is going to change, but not only because of puberty, but in case of men generally it changes because of puberty. Underarm hair, it will be present in both of them. As we know, these are the similar changes. Breast growth you can see in case of women only. Okay, breast growth you will not see in case of men. Hips also starts growing in case of women, but you are not going to see in case of men. And as compared to male, the buttock area of the female starts developing more fats. Okay, and pubic hair, it starts growing in both male and female. And the different reproductive organs, mainly the testicles, it starts developing in case of men, and the ovaries starts developing in case of female. In female, the ovaries are located here. In case of male, the testis is located here. And how they are going to know that whether they have attained sexual maturity or not? As soon as the man has attained sexual maturity, he starts experiencing ejaculation. That means he can now ejaculate sperms from his penis. Okay, and as soon as the woman starts experiencing menstruation every month, she comes to know that now she has attained the power of giving birth to a baby. Is it clear? So these are the different kind of sexual characters which a particular human being starts developing immediately after or before puberty. Now let us discuss what are primary and secondary sex organs. Primary sex organs are those organs which will give rise to gametes. As I already told you in our last class, what are gametes? The male gamete is the sperm and the female gamete is the ovum. Okay, and the organs which can give rise to this sperms and ovum, those are called primary sex organs. So what are the primary sex organs in case of male? The primary sex organ in case of male is your testes. Okay, testes can give rise to sperms, so they are the primary sex organs. In case of women, the ovaries are the primary sex organs because they can give rise to the egg. Is it clear? So testes can produce sperm, and also not only sperm, testes also produce the hormone testosterone. Because of this hormone only the sperms gets developed. And not only sperms, the other characters which you have seen, development of beard, development of broad shoulder, cracking of voice, everything, it starts happening because of testosterone hormone. Is it clear? And ovaries in case of women, what it is going to do? It is going to produce ova or ovum, and hormones, estrogen and progesterone. It starts developing in case of women from the ovary. Is it clear? Which is going to control the menstrual cycle, which is going to control the different other characteristics like growth of breast, growth of different curvaceous body, or deposition of fats in different areas of the female body, etc. Different characteristics. So these are the primary sex organs. The primary sex organ in case of male is testes, and in case of women it is ovaries. Is it clear? Now let us discuss what is secondary sex organ then. The secondary sex organs are the glands and ducts which do not form gametes. Secondary sex organs cannot form gametes. Okay, this is a very important point to be noted, and they also cannot form hormones. But they are essential for sexual reproduction because they are going to conduct sexual reproduction, and also they are going to nourish the gametes. Nourishment of gametes will be given by the secondary sex organs, and also they will help in the process of this reproduction. Example: vas deferens, prostate gland, penis in case of male, uterus, vagina, mammary glands in case of female. Okay, if you see this diagram, these are the secondary sex organs. For example, this your penis, it is the secondary sex organ. Sperm duct, it is the secondary sex organ. Is it clear? Primary sex organ is the testes. In case of female, if you see the fallopian tubes, these are the secondary sex organs. Then this uterus, it is the secondary sex organ. Vagina is the secondary sex organ, and also breast or mammary glands. Mammary glands, these are the secondary sex organs in case of female. So these secondary sex organs, they cannot produce gametes, that is sperm and ovum directly, but they help in the process of reproduction. Without them, reproduction cannot be occurred. It is not possible. Now students, here one point is to be noted, that sex organs and sex characters are not same. Okay, sex organs are those organs which will produce gametes, which will nourish gametes, and which will conduct the process of reproduction. Okay, the sex cells means gamete. These are the sex organs, and sex characters are the characters which will distinguish a male from a female. For example, beard in male, then clean face in female. These are the characters. Like the voice, it is high pitched in female, low pitched in male. These are the characters. Okay, different characters. Is it clear? A curvy body in case of women, a straight body in case of men. These are characters. And organs are the organs which are present, the parts which are present in a particular body of a human being, which will produce gametes. Suppose, for example, testes and ovary, or which will help in the production of gametes, or which will help in the production, or which will help in the process of reproduction. For example, this penis in case of male, then vagina in case of female, mammary glands in case of female. Okay, so these are the different sex organs. So it is a very important point to be noted, that sex organs and sex characters are not same. Okay students, so I hope that the different topics that we have discussed in our today's class, it is clear to you, the different changes in boys, in girls, and the sex organs and sexual characters. Okay, thank you students for your attention. In our next classes, we will discuss more about reproduction, how the process of reproduction occurs in case of both men and women, how they prepare themselves for reproduction, and how the process occurs. These things we are going to discuss in the next class. Till then, you stay smiling and you read also attentively. Okay, so bye-bye.